The perfect video store
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
Blockbuster Video, once the juggernaut of home video rental, a staple of households all over the world, now nothing but a memory of a simpler, more innocent era. And much like most people alive at the time, Blockbuster was a big part of my childhood. I remember going to that familiar blue and yellow store with my dad when I was about 5 years old. I was wearing a pirate costume and I can remember trying to look away, cover my eyes at all the scary horror DVDs as I went down that aisle. In Norwich, the city I grew up in, there were 4 Blockbuster stores around during my childhood. However, now the city bears very little sign that these once grand institutions ever existed. Being a child at the time, I could remember very little about Blockbuster, so I began to look online, only to find very little information on the Norwich stores at all. This sent me down a rabbit hole to try and uncover as much as I could to preserve the legacy of something that means so much to me. Now, to understand the whole story, we must start from the beginning. Blockbuster's origins can be traced back to the late 70s, but the first true Blockbuster Video store was opened on October 19th, 1985 in Dallas, Texas. Founded by David Cook, the success of this store saw the brand expand, as many stores would begin to open in the next few years. Initially, Blockbuster specialised in VHS and other home video rentals. Customers could select a film that they wanted to watch and rent it for up to 5 days. In the days where home video was relatively new and still expensive, this business model was extremely popular and led to massive success for Blockbuster, as the company became the most well-known video store. This store was originally a Choices UK, a rival video rental store, but after going into administration in 2007, they were acquired by Blockbuster. I mean, looking at it now, you wouldn't even know that there was a Blockbuster there at one point. It was also the first store to close down in Norwich. Because of the fact that it's in sort of a confined shopping centre, there's not a lot of footage of the actual store from back in the day, or even from now. This is like the first time I'm seeing it properly. In March of 1989, Blockbuster would expand their video rental empire over to the UK, with their first store opening on Woolworth Road in London. The company would later purchase the Ritz video chain in 1992, giving them a shiny new blue and yellow coat of paint. While former employees of the Beaufort Blockbuster would be transferred over to this store, it would suddenly close down in February of 2013 after the death of the landlord at the time. In a rather morbid fashion, the empty corpse of this once bright store was left dormant for years. Rather fittingly, however, the word hope was written on the glass of the front store, inspiring the idea that somehow Blockbuster would return to its former glory. However, the years went by without any change up until 2021. When it was announced that the property would be converted into a Big C charity building, finally putting the forgotten store out of its misery. Even in the early 90s, Blockbuster were worried about how the advancements of technology would affect them. In the 2000s, Netflix came along, a name we're all very familiar with today. They were offering a different type of video rental where customers would order DVDs online and have them shipped through the post, which of course at the time was much more convenient than having to go all the way to Blockbuster. Of course, Netflix would later pioneer online streaming, where customers paid a subscription and had instant access to a large library of film and TV on any device they wanted. The Wroxham Road Blockbuster was the smallest one in Norwich. After closing down, it became a shop called Occasions, before becoming the barber shop that it is today. Blockbuster countered this competition by making some terrible decisions, the worst being turning down the chance to buy Netflix in 2000, before they were even worthy competition. They were also quite arrogant about how quickly Netflix and online streaming would take over, believing people would always prefer physical in-store experiences over convenience. Even though they tried their hand at the DVD mail service, it was too late. 2004 was the last year Blockbuster would see a profit. In 2010, the company filed for bankruptcy, and the UK branch went into administration in 2013, with the stores slowly beginning to cease to exist. Today there is only one Blockbuster store left in Bend, Oregon in the US. Well, here I am again after all these years. Strange how much things have changed since then. Mulcross Lane Blockbuster was the largest one in all of Norwich. Once it closed down, it became a Morrison's, before soon being turned into a Food Plus supermarket, which it is today. I feel like I've reconnected with the past and the old experiences I had when I came here. Now, times do change, and it was probably inevitable that Blockbuster wouldn't have lasted much longer anyway, with people transitioning from physical DVDs to streaming platforms. The fact that it just went away almost overnight, just all Blockbusters slowly closing down, fading from people's memory.
The perfect video store
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what